Hi, thank you for choosing to watch this video. I hope that you're doing well and you're not feeling too lonely. In today's video, I wanted to talk about loneliness. I thought that it is important that I address this topic and I speak about it and I share the things that I've learned, things that helped me and things that I'm going through at the moment. And hopefully together we can go through the phase of loneliness with ease, and we'll do certain things that help us. So if you have your own tips that help you to overcome loneliness, things that you've realized, please leave it in the comments below. And I really want this video to be helpful and resourceful, and hopefully we will all be able to heal. Take time to reflect and take time to just sit there by yourself. This moment was given to you for a reason. You might not know the reason why you feel lonely and why you feel left out, but it's very important to reconnect with yourself and with the Creator. And I'm not talking about any particular religion. Whatever religion you are following, try to surrender and try to ask for help and ask for guidance, ask for signs, and give your complete trust. Look at it as energy, and it is quite powerful. It's, you know, when we feel lonely, when we feel depressed, it's very overwhelming. It's nearly unbearable. It just feels too much. It feels heavy and you just want to get rid of it, and we just don't know how to handle it. So the best way to perhaps taking practical steps is to exercise, go outdoors, jog, do hiking, dance if you like to dance, or do yoga. These are the first steps to take. You can also do journaling, but be careful with the journaling. Journaling can be very, very beneficial, but at the same time, if you are in a situation where you are obsessively thinking about same person or same thought or same situation, then it can be harmful for you. Whenever you feel lonely, get out of the house. It's very important not to lock yourself up. Just go in nature, in some remote fields or forest. Just be by yourself and observe the life around you. We are never alone, and we don't necessarily need people not to feel alone. If you look at your situation as to why you're feeling lonely, think about it constructively. You might not necessarily be alone without nobody. You might be feeling lonely about a certain situation, certain relationship, a certain person made you feel lonely. Another thing that I have learned is that we don't really need people not to feel alone. We often think that I don't have friends, or I'm going through divorce or separation, or somebody left me, or your friendship fell apart, that now you lost the happiness. And really, we don't need people to be happy and to feel complete. And if you think about it, think about the moments when you were alone and you were doing things that you loved. You didn't need anyone. You did not feel alone. So that only proves that it's nothing to do with somebody being present or not. And if you are going to seek happiness and not feeling alone, and try to spend as much time with other people, you will develop this anxiousness and you will develop this quest for approval, and you will be always anxious and thinking whether they like you or whether they approve of you, whether they accept you, and you will not be authentic. You will not be yourself. You will always try to be funny and outgoing and try to fit in. So even if we have lots of friends, even if we have people who spend time with us, they will not make us happy. They will not change thoughts in our head, even if they will be around us, and they will not make us love ourselves. Even if you get someone to love you and to spend time with you, nobody can delete the thoughts that you have in your head. They can only distract you from those thoughts. And that's why when we go spend time with our friends, we don't feel lonely just because we are away from our own thoughts. Another step forward towards not feeling lonely is to start loving yourself. And to learn to love and accept yourself, it's complicated thing. You very often hear about it, and what this grows into usually a maintenance of an ego state. So you really need to research and think, how can you fall in love with yourself? Because if you don't love yourself, it will be very hard for other people to love and accept you, because you will be projecting this unlovable and unkind personality. And if we don't love ourselves, we don't feel good about ourselves, we have very low self-esteem, and we don't feel good when we are staying alone. Write down on a piece of paper the things that you do when you love the person, or the things that make you feel loved. So for example, this can be maybe that people listen to you, listen to your thoughts, that people don't judge you, that they accept you, that they like to spend time with you. Other things, maybe that they take care of you when you are ill, or when you are unwell, and when you are feeling lonely. And these are the things that you need to deliver to yourself. So once you know how to deliver those things to yourself, and how to be gentle, and how to treat yourself with kindness, love and compassion, how not to leave yourself alone and really be there for yourself. This is when you will also cultivate, you will develop this personality that will be a great friend as well. And on another note, this is probably a separate video, but people often feel suicidal and they want to end the life that they have. And that's such a big step to take, and really devastating to let go of an opportunity to live and experience and grow. But usually people don't realize is that they want to let go of the image or that ego state that they have created around themselves. Ego state, I'm not talking about being selfishness or anything like that, but it's about the image of themselves that they have created, and maybe perhaps it failed. But I'm not here to counsel anyone, and if you feel on the edge, I would definitely ask you to seek professional help. It might be difficult to be talking to a stranger and thinking that, well, what do they know about the life? But to be honest, we're all connected. We're all one. We all go through the same things. There are so many people who feel lonely, who feel neglected, who feel that, well, if I die today, probably nobody will know for next 3 months that I'm gone. You need to invest in revaluing yourself. I think it's called self-inquest or self-inquiry. It's the time when you sit down with yourself and ask yourself questions. What are you? Why are you here? And things like that. And it takes a long time to get the answers, to really accept what you want in life, what are your values, what you are driven by. And write it down if you need it be. But practice this every day, at least 15 minutes. If you have more, sit on your meditation mat or wherever you feel comfortable and think about these things. Really meditate consciously on things that you want to know about yourself, and this will give you a stronger ground towards acting the way you want your life to be. One thing that was very hard for me to accept, and I'm still taking time for it to sink in, is that relationship that you have with others is the reflection of the relationship that you have with yourself. If you have neglected yourself, you are most likely to neglect other people. If you are unkind to yourself, you will be unkind to others. If you are leaving yourself lonely and alone, you will be left by others. So this is a very, very good time, a blank page, to fill it in with the things that you want to happen in your life. So it's like this, you know, the empty flower bed is given to you, and it's up to you what you're going to plant in there. Okay, so don't let the weeds grow all over it. Make sure you plant beautiful flowers. Take this as an opportunity. It's like somebody have given you a new chance, completely blank chance, to invite new people into your life, new friendships. Very often we hear that we should treat other people the way we want to be treated, but also we need to treat ourselves the way we want to be treated, with kindness and love. When you're alone, just learn to hold your own hand, to nurse yourself, to take care of yourself, take care of your body. Be aware of what you're eating, if you're resting well. On the practical side, on how to gain better relationships, start small, being kind to your colleagues. Be really invested in the conversation that you are having with them. Bring your best self. Just make every interaction worthwhile and bring your best, because very often we approach people, especially if we feel lonely, we approach people with the attitude, well, I'm feeling alone, nobody likes me, I'm not lovable, I'm not likable, so why do I even try? And so we are kind of meh in front of them. If you still have some connections left, talk to them and invite them to meet you. Very often we just say to people, well, we should meet, we definitely should meet sometime, but that doesn't really mean anything. That does not give courage to actually set the exact date and agree when are you going to meet each other. So take a step forward. If you receive a rejection, that's also fine. Don't take it personally. People can be very busy. You can also join a meetup.com, and there you can meet different groups of people. So people voluntarily meet up and discuss or do things that they love to do. They have same interests, and it's really great for making new connections. Even if you need to feel remotely connected to someone, stay connected. So even if you have family back home or friends who are living in other cities, you can still connect with them on the phone. We can also be feeling lonely just because we are not the right fit to the group, and that's nothing to be sad about, nothing to worry about, because it's simply not the right shape. Another great thing that I've learned, and I think this is a brilliant idea that not many of us are practicing, but what you can do, if you have at least one friend or two friends, you can ask them to bring a +1 to your meeting. If you are a couple, you can also ask your friend couple to bring another friend couple. And what will happen, that your connections will grow, you will get to know new people, and you will have more chances and more likability to meet someone with whom you can connect and with whom you can stay friends with. And the last thing, again, look at your thoughts that are running in your head. What kind of story you're telling to yourself. Our thoughts can be changed, and you can change the way you think and change the story that you are telling yourself, because you are the one who are telling yourself, I'm lonely, I'm not worthy, I'm not happy, I am not going to do anything worthy in my life, or whatever you are telling yourself. This is a lie. Are you a future teller? You don't know where you're at. So just let go with the flow, trust the bigger power that is out there working for you, and you do your best to connect with people. Just lift yourself up, give yourself enough love, and I hope that you've enjoyed this casual video, that it was useful for you. If you want to connect with me, please message me. I love getting your messages, and I have built up a couple of beautiful friendships through YouTube. Okay, I will finish this video. I don't want it to be too long. I hope you take good care of yourself. Bye bye for now.